repeated at 7 a.m. on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 a.m. Season's greetings from the Bermuda Public Service Union. The Executive, General Counsel, and Secretariat wish you a happy holiday and peaceful and prosperous New Year.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
You're watching Bermuda Tonight. It's Thursday, December 27th, 2018. I'm Diane Brewer, and thank you for joining us. Police tonight confirming the death of 70-year-old Mary Brady, who sadly passed away on Boxing Day. She died as a result of a collision on Vesey Street in Devonshire and becoming trapped under a car around midday. Emergency personnel arrived on the scene and began to extricate Miss Brady from under the car. She was transported by ambulance to the hospital, where she was pronounced dead at 12:54 p.m. An investigation into the death of Miss Brady is now underway, and the Bermuda Police Service extends their sincere condolences to the family and friends of the deceased. Police checkpoints to combat impaired driving will continue to be set up in 6 areas until New Year's Day. The Bermuda Police Service have announced that their roadside breath testing checkpoints will be set up in Hamilton, Devonshire, Pembroke, Paget, Warwick, and Southampton. Police are suggesting that drivers be proactive and find other ways to get home if they have been drinking alcoholic beverages. The chairman of the Road Safety Council, Dennis Lister III, had this to say about people drinking at home and affecting bars and restaurants in town.
We can see that positively the roadside sobrieties have had the effect of changing the attitude towards drunk driving, which is what we wanted. But we also see a little knock-on effect of people decide to say we're not going to go out, whether it's for a night out to drink or just go socialize, have dinner, and have a drink. So people are being very reluctant to, but what we want to is to encourage people to, you can still do those things, still go out to have a night out, dinner, have a few drinks, or just go out for the night, but just plan ahead. Plan your ride, ride your plan. So whether it's ordering a taxi to come pick you up at a prearranged time, having someone reliable you know that is home or is willing to come pick you up, or also you can use other options as the Home Safe program, and last but not leastly, designated driver. So if you know you're going out with a group of friends, just pick a designated driver. I would rather be the one that isn't drinking and have to stand there sober and get everyone home than all of us get drunk and who knows what could happen. So, you know, we heard the businesses say it's a downturn and the patrons coming out, but we want to say to those people, just come out, just have a plan to get home safely.
An entrepreneur and former chairman of the Road Safety Council says he might have come up with a solution for residents complaining about a lack of transportation options from the bar after hours. Residents have complained that taxi drivers are missing in action when it comes to service after hours and into the late night. As Tarai Trott tells us in this report, residents now have one more reason not to drink and drive after they go out.
Had one too many or simply too tired to face the drive home at the end of a long night?
Their television commercials advertise it as a super convenient service to use if you've gone out drinking and just need a safe way home without the usual hassle.
Free service. Reschedule with us and a home safe driver will...
Now, Security Associates Limited, the company behind the transportation service known as Home Safe, says it is starting to catch on.
It was years ago that a sister company in Cayman developed this product called Home Safe. And what we're reminding viewers today is that if you're going to drink, if you can't drive because of some other reason, Home Safe will get you home safe with your vehicle. Yes, you heard right. The company will send an employee to you to drive you home from your favorite restaurant or bar in your own car. We Bermudians like to get up in the morning and have our vehicle there. You know, so we want to make sure that if you're not able to drive for any reason, that you can call 292-2626. We'll send somebody to you where you are. It doesn't matter if you're stuck on the causeway, you just felt like you had to overcome. It doesn't matter where you are.
The taxi industry has been under fire recently, accused of failing to respond to public demand for reliable taxi service late night to early morning. The problem has been made worse thanks to the implementation of police roadside sobriety checks, with many residents reluctant to go out to drink, fearing they will end up stuck without a ride home.
You feel that the company has a moral obligation as well to do this program.
With the Minister of National Security, with all the other agencies that are in Bermuda, we have to play our part. You know, we can't just be not just sitting by the wayside and talking about the issue. We have to play our part. We have to be seen and doing something to assist this problem in this island.
It was Dr. Crockwell's experience as chairman of the Road Safety Council that made the service to him a no-brainer.
And I saw the statistics, you know, what was happening on the Bermuda roads. And then when the chairman of the board came up with the product that he had as one of his sister companies and he came in, we grabbed it. And we saw the value of it and implemented in Bermuda State. It's been about a year and a half preparing for it.
In case you might be wondering, Dr. Crockwell is keen to point out his service is safe, as the person who will be picking you up will be a licensed security officer.
One of the things of being a security company, we have the benefit of all our employees, including from myself all the way down, being police vetted. There's no one in the program at all that has not been police vetted. And as a matter of fact, they carried up security guard licenses with them. And so that makes the program very safe.
Residents also have the option to park their car with the Home Safe program at the number 5 parking lot on Front Street from 10 p.m. if they wish to be transported to their establishment and back and then home. Tarai Trott reporting for Bermuda Broadcasting News.
Thanks, Tarai. The service costs between $30 and $50, depending on where you live. If you need a ride home after a night out, don't drink and drive. Instead, call Security Associates on 292-2626 for a pickup. And we'll have your full weather forecast from AccuWeather just after the break. Stay with us.
From the very beginning, it was always our singular focus to do whatever it takes, use every possible resource to fight cancer, and never lose sight of the patients we're fighting for. Our cancer treatment specialists share the same vision. Experts from all over the world working closely together to deliver truly personalized cancer care. And these are the specialists we're proud to call our own. Expert medicine works here. Learn more at cancercenter.com. Appointments available now.
You can count on us.
Save $3 on fresh USDA boneless ribeye steaks, $16.99 per pound. For your guacamole dip, Haas avocados, $1.99 each. Jack Rabbit green split peas, $1.89 for a 16-ounce package. For your New Year's party, Veuve Clicquot champagne, $54.99 for a 750-milliliter bottle. Save 90 cents on Lay's potato chips, $3.49 for select varieties of 6.5-ounce bags. Happy New Year from the Marketplace family.
You can count on us.
Getting ready for Christmas is all about the finishing touches.
The icing on the cake. The table neatly set. Decorations specially placed. And gifts thoughtfully wrapped. All to share with those we love. In special moments as simple as this.
Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
Colonial, where people come first.
Welcome back. Well, if a man or a woman in the street interview is any indication to go by, then a number of people spend Christmas quietly with family and friends, and visitors, of course, totally enjoy the Bermuda weather.
Spend it very quiet with family, everything in moderation, not much eating, not much drinking. And hoping for a bright and prosperous New Year.
Yeah, any resolutions?
Not really. Perhaps spend more time with family and just live a good life.
How did you spend Christmas?
With my mom.
Yeah. Was Santa Claus good to you?
Yes.
Did you get all the things you wanted?
Kind of.
Yeah?
Kind of. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she got big aspirations.
Yeah, I know, right?
What about 2019? What are your plans? Any resolution?
Slow down on the drinking, maybe. Yeah.
That's one.
Maybe quit smoking.
That's two.
Yeah.
That's two.
Do some yoga. Yeah.
Exercise.
Exercise. Yep. Just check. Keep an eye on the health.
So, where are you from?
New York.
So you left that cool weather, come down here for some nice. Well, it's not too bad, is it?
No, this is perfect.
Compared to New York, this is great.
So you wanted a quiet Christmas in Bermuda?
And we're on our honeymoon.
Congratulations, you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I know what your resolution is then. Make sure she's safe, right?
Yes.
And your resolution, make sure
he's safe. Sure. Yeah.
It was fine. It was good, actually. Yeah.
Quiet with the family?
Very quiet with the family. No issues, no concerns. The weather is good as well.
What about 2019? What's your thoughts on 2019? Any resolutions?
I'm not given to making resolutions. I have goals that I want to achieve, and I stick to that.
With family in Bermuda.
Family in Bermuda.
We came from Canada.
You're from Canada?
Yeah.
You came all the way to Bermuda to be with family?
Yes. Escape the snow as well.
Right. And so was it a nice family Christmas?
Lovely.
Fantastic.
Lovely
Christmas
weather.
Day was perfect. Perfect weather, perfect conditions, perfect everything.
Yeah. What about New Year's resolutions?
Come back again?
Come back, definitely, yeah.
So I was very nice and quiet. I enjoyed the family, mom and sister, nieces and nephews. That was great, quiet.
Yeah. What about 2019 and down there at the beach?
I got some big plans for that, Mike. Look out, it's coming. Right, brother?
Any personal resolutions like for you, like health or anything?
Be happy and healthy.
And how did you spend Christmas?
I spent Christmas in my house.
Yeah. What did Santa Claus bring you?
Santa Claus brought me a lot of toys that I like. It was my favorite toys.
Your favorite toys, huh?
And my family brought me a lot of stuff, too.
Okay, all right. What about New Year's? Any resolutions?
We're going to stay at home and with family and friends, yeah.
There's been a steady increase in the number of Bermudians working in the local IT industry, but demand is booming. That's according to the Technology Leadership Forum, which is inviting applications to its annual paid summer internship program. Here are the details.
Technology is everywhere, and the possibilities for a career in the industry are expanding in Bermuda. Well, the TLF was created in response to the shortage of Bermudian professionals working in the local IT industry. But for the past 7 years, over 50 students have found their niche through their 3-month internship.
I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do in IT, but I knew that I was good with computers. So the internship program really opened up my eyes to the different aspects of IT, basically just the different fields that you can get into. So everybody just thinks of like networking or database or different things like that. But I was able to take some classes on project management and just different things that you probably wouldn't get experience with in school.
The educational program, which is subsidized by local companies and the government, foresees major growth in the technology sector and needs talent to fill new positions.
Our government is making a massive push for fintech. The regulatory bodies, everybody's trying to make Bermuda the place to be, the Bermuda jurisdiction as a service. And we want to have the raw Bermudian talent to fill those spots. I mean, it's one thing to build a job and to make jobs and bring jobs to Bermuda, but if we're not qualified to fill them, what's the point?
Successful applicants will spend 12 weeks with exposure to a range of IT departments on the island.
Having Bermudians in this field allows us a little bit more control. It allows us to make that field authentically Bermudian, right? Instead of being just a carbon copy of what's being done everywhere else in the world, we can actually come up with our own innovations if we have the right talent.
The course offers real-world experience. It's a 9-to-5 paid placement where students learn project management skills alongside industry professionals.
If anybody knows anybody in their family, their friends, if you know that they are the IT guru in your family and you see that spark in them, please, please, please point them our way. Even if they're too young to apply, we want to keep them on our radar. We want to make sure that we're grooming them for the future.
Meeting new people, all while learning new skills, seems to have paid off.
Even though I have technical degrees, I knew I wasn't the type of person to like fix a network or manage a database or sit on a help desk. I knew that wasn't good for my personality. So I actually started off as, like I said, an IT auditor in Deloitte, and it was just really good. Like I was able to work with businesses and also work with computers, and now I work in the government as a business process analyst, and yeah, I think it's it's helped me, especially, you know, just to get to where I am, and also the network of people that you meet. It's invaluable, really.
To apply for the TLF Summer 2019 internship program, go online to www.tlf.bm. The deadline for application submissions is February 1st. Jasmine Patterson reporting for Bermuda Broadcasting News.
AccuWeather is presented by BF&M Insurance Group. We now go to AccuWeather headquarters.
The BF&M Insurance Group is pleased to bring you tonight's AccuWeather forecast. I'm meteorologist Brittany Boyer, and I hope you had a Merry Christmas and a good Boxing Day. As we get back into the forecast, no big weather problems over the next few days. Couple of spotty showers here and there, but otherwise looking pretty good here. So as we take a look at our radar tonight, we have a boundary just off to our south. Next thing that we will be tracking is a cold front coming off the east coast, but besides that, relatively tranquil conditions. So not a whole lot to show you on the closer inspection of the radar. Temperatures running a little bit cooler behind that front. We're in the low 60s right now with humidity between 55 and 60%. The wind is coming down from the north, so that does make for a little bit of a chill out there with winds anywhere from 10 to 15 knots. The water temperature currently at 69 degrees and waves inside the reef running between about 1 to 3 feet, outside of the reef between 4 and 7 feet. So not too bad out there. We do have a small craft warning continuing through this evening. Otherwise, we do expect it to expire after that. Of course, if there are any additional small craft warnings, we'll keep you posted as we head right into the weekend. Here are your tidal times. We have our high tide coming in at 12:40 a.m. on your Friday, and then the next low tide coming just before 7 a.m. tomorrow. So for some people, a shortened week here, and things are looking okay as we head into tonight. We'll be under partly cloudy skies, a low of 59 degrees, so temperatures will be dropping a few more degrees into the nighttime hours. And then for tomorrow, clouds and sunshine, a high of 65 degrees and a low of 61. So right now, we are under the influence of high pressure. We associate that with fair weather conditions here, so that's going to keep the trend with us for the next couple of days. And then I mentioned the possibility of some showers. Well, here comes our next front. You can see it's still well off to our west on Friday. Once we start to get into late in the day on Saturday into Sunday morning, that is the opportunity where we will have a chance for a few passing showers. Not expecting anything significant at this point, but we will allow for some showers at least late in the day Saturday into Saturday night. Speaking of showers, we've got them right now into Jamaica, Barbados, and also Trinidad. Pretty spotty around Barbados with clouds and sunshine. Temperatures sitting in the low 80s right now. And if you're doing some traveling, it's still the holiday season. Be prepared for some wet times, especially if you're heading out toward the East Coast. Heavy rainfall. New York City, also Boston, Atlanta looking at a prolonged period of wet weather, and some thunderstorms all the way down there in South Florida. Your extended forecast for us here in Bermuda, taking you into the next couple of days. Temperatures at least improving and warming up slightly into the low 70s. So that's what we like to see. Saturday night into Sunday, maybe a few passing showers there. A little bit cooler by Monday with clouds and sunshine, and then we bump those temperatures back up into the low 70s as we take you into your Tuesday.
AccuWeather was presented by BF&M Insurance Group.
The year-end clearance sale is now on at Bermuda Motors. Cargo ships bringing our 2019 models will be arriving soon. To make room, we're offering the lowest prices of the year on these models. Ford Figo, our hatchback with cutting-edge technology. Ford EcoSport, big on comfort, safety, and power. Toyota Avenza, the perfect balance of style and function. Toyota Prius C, our fuel-efficient 5-door hybrid. So hurry, prices are available until the end of the year or while our inventory lasts at Bermuda Motors.
Australian-born 24-year-old Katrina Gray was recently crowned Miss Universe representing the Philippines, and for some here in Bermuda, seeing her crowned brought back memories of Bermuda's Gina Swainson, Miss World 1979. Mike Sharp tells us why.
Filipinos around the world and in Bermuda are celebrating the title that came down to her, Miss South Africa and Miss Venezuela. She began competing in beauty pageants as a child. Music is her first love, and she's an artist that loves to draw and paint. One Filipino here in Bermuda, German Evangelista, who is a chef, is confident she will help her country significantly as an ambassador.
I think she deserved to win because she has the total package like beauty, body, and brain. And then we are so happy that she won the title. We Filipinos lives in abroad. We are supporting and praying for her to win that crown because she really deserved it, because she really works hard for it. That's why I think she deserved the crown.
Does he believe the new Miss Universe will help small communities back home?
I think so, yeah, because she really mean it, what she said over there. She had a great answer for her winning, for that crown, for her winning answer. Yeah, and then I think she will help a lot of people because now she already helping a lot of children. She owned a building in the Philippines that the children can go for free education and everything.
Oh, already?
Yeah, she already did that before she was crowned.
Right. What about the dress? Tell me about the red dress.
I think that dress inspired by Mount Mayon, in where is she from? Her hometown in Albay. That's what's inspired that
and
dress.
It's a volcano.
It's a volcano, yeah. Because it's a perfect shaped cone. If you watch that Miss Universe that night, it's like it's perfectly shaped cone, and then executed very, very well on that stage. Me and my friends are, when we are watching it, we are already celebrating it while watching it. So that's how we celebrate it, like screaming and yelling while watching it. Everyone is nervous.
Yeah.
So that's how we celebrate it when we are watching the Miss Universe. But special occasion, I don't think so. Maybe in the Philippines, yes.
Yeah, but not over here.
Not over here. I'm not quite sure, but I don't think so.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I was rooting for Vietnam.
You was rooting for Vietnam.
She was attractive.
Yeah, she was.
And she was smart.
Yes, very smart, and the walk is killing.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. I thought they all did well. We had a Miss World back in 1979, Gina Swainson. And she was truly an ambassador for us. I was just curious how the Filipino community viewed having a Miss Universe. Is it special to them, or is it just okay?
It's special for us that we got that crown, because pageant in the Philippines is, people are going crazy. They want to win the Philippines for that crown. I think we really like to get that crown.
Get that title and that exposure.
Exposure, yes, especially the country, the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yep. And I think she's going to help a lot of people.
And I'm Mike Sharp with Bermuda Broadcasting News.
At Argus, our interest is you. Each of you. Around here, we know that when two people seem the same, they can have very different insurance needs. For their health, home, work, and future. Which is why we take the time to get to know you as an individual, so we can provide insurance coverage that fits your life. Because after all, our interest is you.
You can count on us.
Save $3 on fresh USDA boneless ribeye steaks, $16.99 per pound. For your guacamole dip, Haas avocados, $1.99 each. Jack Rabbit green split peas, $1.89 for a 16-ounce package. For your New Year's party, Veuve Clicquot champagne, $54.99 for a 750-milliliter bottle. Save 90 cents on Lay's potato chips, $3.49 for select varieties of 6.5-ounce bags. Happy New Year from the Marketplace family.
You can count on us.
Earl Baisden has the latest from the sports desk.
The Dandytown Hornets and the Southampton Rangers have booked their tickets to the Friendship and Shield finals that will take place on New Year's Day at the Somerset Cricket Club. In the Friendship semi-final, the Dandytown Hornets claimed the first spot in the final following their 2-1 win over the Boulevard Blazers. The Dandytown Hornets, more so Kwame Steed, was gifted the lead in the 5th minute when a cross should have been cleared, but a defender decided to let the ball go, and it found an unmarked Steed at the back post, and he calmly placed the ball past advancing goalkeeper. The Dennytown Hornets would double their lead in the 38th minute when former Boulevard Blazers player Angelo Simmons scored. The Boulevard Blazers would, however, get themselves back into the match in injury time of the first half when Tekiai Walker converted from the penalty spot. The second 45 minutes resulted in no goals but plenty of spirited play between the teams. The Dennytown Hornets now await the second semi-final to determine who they will face off against on New Year's Day at the Somerset Cricket Club. In the Shield semi-final, the Southampton Rangers will look to defend the trophy they won on New Year's Day in 2018 at the Wellington Oval when they take to the field on New Year's Day 2019 at the Somerset Cricket Club. The Southampton Rangers looked to take control of the match early and did so when they scored in the 26th minute through a Cardell Henry goal. Both teams would battle hard in the midfield for the rest of the half, and Southampton Rangers would take that lead to the break. Somerset Eagles created a few chances in the second half, but the game was put away in the 90th minute when a cross was slammed home by Isaiah Taylor. Somerset Eagles goalkeeper Lorenzo Lambert did manage to get a hand to the ball, but he could not prevent it from going into the net. Kamal Lavrock was on loan from Walkerville Cricket Club as they allowed him to suit up for West Torrens. West Torrens would take on Woodville Cricket Club at the Hanley Oval in a 2020 match, which West Torrens won by 7 wickets in front of a good-sized crowd. Woodville Cricket Club won the toss and they went to bat and would score 144 for 8 in their allotted 20 overs. Lavrock proved difficult to handle, finishing with figures of 4 overs, 4 for 22. In reply, West Torrens would score 145 for 3. Dan Drew guided them to victory, scoring 64 not out. Lavrock went without scoring. Kenny Lejour was crowned the 2018 Bermuda Junior Golf Association Fecchio Cup champion, and Oliver Betchart is the Fecchio Cup Red Tee champion. Unfortunately, on Saturday, the weather was the headline, with the worst of the wind and rain coming right as the final round of the championship was due to commence, resulting in a cancellation of the final round. Lejour will finish with a 2-round score of 146. Spencer Young was second with a 2-round score of 155, and Adam Perry finished third with a 2-round score of 172. Betchart won the Red Tee Group division with a score of 49. The 2018 AXA Bermuda National Junior Squash Championships came to an end at the Bermuda Squash Rackets Association Club in Devonshire on Saturday. A total of 21 finals took place, with 2 finals needing 5 games to decide a winner. Summer Stevenson won the girls under-11 final, defeating Rose Paulus 11-6, 7-11, 12-10, 7-11, 11-9, while the boys under-11 Classic Plate final went 5 games as well, with Matthew Trope defeating Jack Fisher 11-5, 10-12, 6-11, 11-8, 11-6. Anaya Smith won the under-19 boys final in 4 games over Charlie Riker 11-6, 8-11, 11-9, 11-5. Riker would win the under-17 boys final over Matthew Elliott 11-8, 11-7, 11-5. Abigail Brewer won the under-17 girls final over Ariana Lothar 11-3, 11-4, 11-2. Rachel Bechard and Magnus Rienstead concluded competing in the Euromed Optimus Regatta in Malta. Rienstead was in the girl fleet, and after 3 races on the final day and 11 in total, he had finished 28th overall with 230 net points. Rienstead on the final day had finishes of 18th, 38th, and his best finish of the regatta, 4th in the final race. Betchart was in the Silver Fleet and came off the water in 12th place with 244 net points. Betchart on the final day would record finishes of 33rd, 17th, and 11th. Rayshon Birch concluded competing in the Equestrian Center Diepelberg International Horse Jumping event in the Netherlands. Birch and Pellegrino 51 finished 51st, competing in the 1.30 meter Grand Prix with a jump-off class. They clocked a time of 73.72, but they had 13 penalty fault points. Bermuda Winter Olympic hopeful John Lejour was back in action, competing in the U.S. Selection Moguls Freestyle Skiing event hosted by the Mogul Skiing Academy. On day 2, Lejour, in a field of 55 competitors, finished 23rd with a score of 67.96 on his run. I'm Earl Basden with Bermuda Broadcasting Sports.
Thanks, Earl. Well, that's our newscast for tonight. I'm Diane Brewer. Thank you for joining us. Hope to see you back here tomorrow evening, same time, same place. But for now, good night.